Azalea22 here, and welcome to this sort of Halloween-themed video. Got nothing planned for Halloween? Then make some delicious boo chocolates. Already got plans? Great! Now you can make your day even better. So yeah, today we are going to make some delicious boo chocolates from the wonderful Super Mario series. And let's get started. So first of all, we have to make our little candy balls. I'm going for a simple peanut butter candy, but you can do something different if you prefer. So I'm going to focus mainly on how to make your boos non-alcoholic. So for the peanut butter candy balls, I'm going to just mix together vanilla extract, peanut butter, butter, and powdered sugar. And this is what it turns out like. No matter which flavor you choose, it should have the consistency to where you can make little balls out of it. So now we want to roll our candy dough into about 1-inch thick balls. Mine turned out to be just a very slight bit over that, so just roughly around 1 inch. Place them on a baking sheet with wax paper. I also like to lightly spray some cooking spray on it to ensure that there's no stick. And then go ahead and put those in the fridge for about an hour. We want to make sure that our candy balls stay intact while we are dipping them. Now, finally on to the main event. So for decorating our candy balls, we are going to use 4 mixing bowls, a few toothpicks, 1 edible food brush, optional food markers if you prefer to outline your boo face before painting. Just make sure it's one that can write well on chocolate. Mine did not. And do be sure that you are using food edible items. We don't want to become the boo, guys. We want to eat the boo. And we are also going to use corn syrup, 3 bags of 12-ounce white baking chips, red candy melts, and black candy melts. And sorry about that one. That's what happens when you receive it in the mail when the weather's warm. But no worries. It works perfectly all the same. So first things first, we are going to be melting the white chocolate that we are going to be dipping our little candy balls in. I have 24 candy balls in total, so I'm going to completely wipe out both of these 12-ounce white baking chocolates. Put it in the microwave for 15-second increments, stirring each time until it is fully melted. Now we are going to dip our little candy balls into the melted white chocolate. So the technique that I find most helpful is just dropping this little guy, ploop, spoon it, and cover it with the white chocolate, dunk it up, and toothpick, and you just gotta push it in a very good amount so you can get a really nice grip on it. And see? It's very nice and smooth. So gently plop this little guy back on your cookie sheet. So it should look something like that. Just ignore this one here. It's a grumpy boo. The Grinch of Halloween, I tell ya. They harden super fast, so it won't take that long at all before you can start decorating them. Maybe give it about 15 to 30 minutes after you finish coating your last candy ball. Okay, so we have a little bit too much excess chocolate on this one here. You can work your way around and just gently sculpt it down, carefully cutting it with a knife, or just pick it off gently with your fingers. So you can just work at it and sculpt it down. Next up, we want to start with our black candy melts. And yeah, this is not how it's supposed to look, but that is what happens when you order online. So we're going to have to karate chop it and melt it, 15-second increments. Make sure it's nice and melted. So we are going to dab our paintbrush into the black candy melt. I found it easiest to just get a nice thick coating on the brush and quickly draw it on your little boo. The chocolate tends to harden fast, so quick is good. Be careful because the bowl of chocolate will harden over time, so you may have to stick it back into the microwave for another 10 seconds. Ha! This one looks kind of like a Goomba crossover, shaped kind of like a Goomba head. I made a hybrid, guys! And this is what our boos look like so far. Ah, don't they just look so happy? Happy little boos. So excited for Halloween. Until they get eaten. Now we are going to add the red candy melts. Don't need too many, just a small handful. And again, just 15-second increments in the microwave. Now we're going to gently paint the mouth onto our boos. Just carefully go around the teeth and you're good. Now they are really starting to look like boos. So, final step. We're going to make modeling chocolates, sort of like a clay for our little boo arms and tails. We have to melt our last bag of white baking chips. Make sure they have completely cooled off. After your chocolate is nice and cool to the touch, add a little less than a 1/4 cup of the light corn syrup. Be careful not to add too much. It's better to have less than more because you can always add more if needed. Mix it all together really well, and very quickly you will notice it start to thicken. Knead it a few times, and then let it rest in a sealed bag for around 20 minutes or as needed. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to tear off just a tiny piece and shape it into a little triangle for the boo arms. Gently press it onto your boo, below eye level and a bit towards the back of the boo. And again, same thing for the other boo arm. Just a very small piece is needed. And the tail is also very similar. Press it on the lower back of your boo, mold a little point towards the top end of the tail, have it kind of go upwards. If it seems too big, just carefully tear away a little bit of that chocolate and remold it onto your boo. This is what can happen if you are not careful. So make sure not to press too hard so that this does not happen to you. And now, we have completed our little boo ghosts. Aren't they just beautiful? Thank you for watching. So now you can make your Halloween complete. Throw on your favorite movie and snack on some chocolate boos. Let me know what you think, guys. Did you make some boo chocolate balls? How'd they turn out? Leave a comment. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and please share this video if you enjoyed it. Have a happy Halloween, guys, and I will see you next time.